Hi, this is Richland, and I just wanted to share a little journal that I've put together. It's actually in a work in progress, but I wanted to go ahead and share it anyway. I participated in the Hands of Time journal swap on the Facebook Junk Journal Junkie site, and I made a book. I made a journal, and I had a neurotic moment after I made it. Thought, oh my gosh, nobody's going to want that journal. It's hideous. Even though I thought it was adorable. And so I ended up making a second one. But in the long run, I realized the first journal was really pretty awesome and that I liked it. It was a lot of fun. And it looked good. So I decided to send it out. But here's the second one that I had in my neurotic moment. And on this one here, I sewed in the signatures. I did 3 signatures in this. And I used Graphic 45 Steampunk Spells paper on the front. I actually had it covering the spine too, but after repeated opening and closing working with the book, I noticed that the paper on the spine started to crack a little bit. So I found this super awesome velour paper. It has a little finish on the back that makes it a little sturdier. And I went ahead and put that on the spine. I love it. I bought a whole stack of it because I just love this. It's fabulous. Did some tiles for the title. I've had these for a million years. I have no clue where I even found them. I think these are Jolie's, the little pocket watches, and then some little gears and a little piece of grunged up burlap, some corrugated cardboard, a little bit of music tucked in there, Tim Holtz little ruler ephemera, some bling, lace trim. I love this lace trim. I think it goes awesome on everything. I like to use it. I have loads of it. And then on the back, I just left it, the paper and just the lace trim alongside of the velour spine cover. This beautiful seam binding came to me from my sewing ephemera swap partner, Kathy Jewel Schillmuller. And thank you, Kathy, so much. I pulled the stuff out of her envelope, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing just caught my eye immediately. And I was like, how did she know I needed that color? It went perfectly with this journal. And not only did she use magic, I guess, to pick the right color seam binding, but she'd sent me a message right before she shipped out. Hey, do you need a circle punch? I have an extra. And that day, my circle punch had literally just blown apart. I couldn't fix it. It was completely destroyed. So I was like, how lucky is that? She was totally in tune with what I needed. So I just did a Tim Holtz closure, and I put an eyelet on the back and just ran a piece of ribbon through this. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip through here because it is not embellished yet. It's just loads of wonderful chunky paper. It looks awesome, but it still is in need of some embellishing. So I'm just going to do a quick little flip for you. I used a copper metallic paper on the front, and I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. I like the little screw showing through here, and I think it's just fine the way it is. I don't think it needs anything else to gussy it up. I think that shiny metallic paper is really pretty. So I used a variety of scrapbook papers, tea-dyed copier paper that's had some stamping on it, Teresa Collins stamp, and you know, just layered it up. Graph paper that's been tea-dyed, and scraps of scrapbook paper, some pink copier paper that's been tea-dyed and grunged up, large index cards, some elementary school writing paper that I've had for a long time, so it's naturally aged, it's that old, and envelopes, security envelopes. I love these fabulous prints in the security envelopes. And then with this one, the acetate window shows the little photograph behind, and that's one of those Tim Holtz lost relatives. And I've just got that stuck down to a dictionary page with a little gesso on it. So yeah, I just put a mishmash of papers in. Some of the papers are coffee dyed, some are tea dyed. All of it's been grunged up a bit. I did some sewing. I had been watching Yvonne White's. Thank you, Yvonne, for your idea. And I know there's loads of ladies that have been out there that have been doing the sewing. I think Allie Commons has had a book with sewing in it, and so many people have shared. So I did some sewing, made pockets here and on the outside, a little tuck spot. I love it. Did some grunging up, you know, and a little roughing up of the edges. And then inside tucked a little paper bag with some washi tape. And on the other side of this, I did the same thing. So I love that. I love the sewing. I think it adds a nice little dimension to our journals. So that's how it's built up. Literally just a variety of papers. And it just builds all up to this scrumptious, delicious, wonderful junk journal. Just waiting for embellishments and waiting for somebody to put it to use. So I think it's pretty fabulous already, but I want to finish getting it gussied up. That's a term I want to use, is gussied up. And putting my little things that I love to tuck in here and there. I love to hide those little photographs in spots so I come across them later and I smile when I see them. I just love this photograph. It's one of my favorites. And I just put them in little spots where they'll catch my eye as I flip through, and I just enjoy seeing. Even though I have no clue who these people are, it fascinates me, and I always wonder who they were, and I wonder what happened to them. So this is my second little Hands of Time junk journal, and I'll either use it, or if somebody has need for one, if we're short for a journal, it's available, and hopefully whoever gets it will enjoy it and have a good time, put it to use. I love to see the journals being used. So if you have any questions or comments, and I love hearing comments, I love seeing what everybody's working on. You know, the Junk Journals, Junkies, the community over on Facebook is absolutely fabulous. We just have so much fun over there, and it's really a supportive community, and everybody shares, and everybody is wonderful about helping others out when they have questions, whether they're new or they've been making journals for a long time. So go over there and check that out, and there's so many wonderful videos on YouTube. Check out Yvonne White's videos. She has some awesome ones. Allie Commons, Deli Girl 61, that's Cheryl, and oh, there's just so many of them. If I was to name all of the people whose videos have really helped me out, I would be sitting here all night doing that. But anyway, go ahead and check them out, and if you have questions or comments, just leave it below.